Hello, welcome everybody. I'm excited to share some very powerful information with you this evening, something that I saw over 30 years ago. Some of you know that I was introduced to Neolife because I had some health challenges. Over 30 years ago, I was working as a police officer in Toronto, and I was just struggling with some, minor challenges a lot of 20-year-olds at the time struggle with, aches and pains. I also had really bad PMS and hormonal issues, chronic fatigue, adrenal gland problems, and allergies. I was using antihistamines pretty much year round at that point. And, the challenge for me was, or what really drew me to take a more serious look was my mom. My mom really struggled with her health as well. And she was in her 40s at the time. And I just thought, wow, is that going to be me, right, 20 years later? And she was taking supplements with no results. But after being introduced to Neolife, I asked my mom, I said, let's take a look at this company and give the products a try. And after hearing this same information that I'm going to share with you, it made sense. It made me understand and made me realize that I couldn't get everything from my food, no matter how hard I tried, and I wanted to give it a fair try. And it changed our life. And I'm going to share with you some of the different nutrients that we really need to slow aging and just to give ourselves, better quality of life and to slow aging, right? Who would like to slow aging, right? But I do want to share with you that, none of the stuff we're going to share with you tonight, especially when you're looking at supplementing and Neolife supplements, there's no cure for anything when you're taking supplements. But when you give the body the proper nutrients that it's amazing how your cells, when they're nourished properly and you reduce inflammation and you give your body a better chance to build a stronger immune system, it's incredible the differences and what you can do to your health. So that's what we're going to share with you this evening. And, when you're looking at your diet and looking at health, you got to look at what you're eating, right? Because 75% of all chronic diseases are preventable through dietary changes. And that was a very powerful statement made by the US Surgeon General. And your brain needs nourishment. It needs food, right? Not sugar and soda pop and processed foods, right? It needs whole food like omega-3 fish, lipids and phytosterols, whole grains, blueberries, all these antioxidants that help to nourish and feed the brain and reduce inflammation. And these are some of the challenges that we're having. We're just not getting everything we need from our diet. And the Canadian Food Guide made this amazing change back in 2019, where they started to realize that it's what we need is half of our plate should be your dark colored fruits and vegetables, okay, with a little bit of whole grain, a little bit of protein, and water should be your drink of choice. But we're going to talk quite a bit about these grains and some of the things that are missing from our grains and why we're having so many health challenges today. But what I like to share with you now is a study that was recently released back in 2019, where it was done over 190 countries. And they found that it's what we aren't eating that's actually killing us. And this was a global study. And they found that we weren't eating enough grains, fruit, nuts and seeds, omega-3, and vegetables. Okay, these are the nutrients that we need to look at more seriously. And supplementation is definitely a solution or a way to help you fill these nutritional gaps in our diet. Okay. But when it comes to supplementing, who do you trust, right? I have to say, I watched my mom for years take supplements with no results. And I have to say that after being on Neolife, we got the results that we were looking for. And why? Well, I have to say some of the products that are out there have been accused of adulterated herbals. Some companies found speed-like ingredients in their products, inactive ingredients. So you just don't know who to trust when you're looking at supplements because the industry is not regulated properly, okay? So when I took a look at Neolife and the Neolife difference, it was a name that I could trust, and it's a name that you could trust. Been around since 1958. We have a pharmaceutical license for manufacturing. We're in over 50 countries worldwide, and we have a lot of firsts in the industry. Very important. And a team of scientists and doctors that work together, a research team to develop these products. And that's what drew me to the company, was the science behind the product. But one thing I want to share with you is, what's missing. And our grains today are no longer the same grains that we were purchasing or consuming over 70 years ago. Okay, our grains today are no longer whole. They're milled and processed. All the critical oils, the essential lipids in phytosterols are removed so that our foods have a longer shelf life, right? How long do our flours last, breads, pastas? When you look at pasta, especially, forever, cereal, years, and our breads could last a week to 2 weeks, right, in that plastic bag. And it's because they remove the essential lipids in phytosterols. And a powerful statement was made from a medical doctor that it is perhaps the most important health problem in America. These are the nutrients that when I introduced these oils from Neolife back into my diet, energy, PMS was managed. I couldn't believe I could sleep and wake up like I slept, because my challenge was I was tired all the time. I went to bed tired and I woke up tired. And I was struggling with shift work, and these nutrients really had a huge impact to regulating and balancing my hormones. And these are the scientists and doctors that, work together. And Dr. Arthur First was one of the top cancer researchers, one of the top toxicologists in the world. He was the co-founder of oral chemotherapy. He got away from drug research, though, because he knew that there's a relationship between nutrition, diet, fruits and vegetables, and helping your body become healthier. But he knew that we weren't eating enough of these healthy foods, and it was a challenge, especially in the fruits and vegetables. We should be eating up to 13 servings, right, of dark colored fruits and vegetables every single day. Okay, we're just not getting enough of these foods, and our scientists know that. So that's why they were on a mission to produce supplements that were made from whole food. Okay, so again, a lot of our research has also been published in peer-reviewed medical journals, so third-party studies, not just done by Neolife. Okay, and the biggest difference is we're not just made from natural sources. All the Neolife supplements are made from whole food and non-GMO since 1958. Huge, huge difference. And this is why the products work, okay? And you're gonna hear some stories. So the foundation, let's talk about, okay, where do I get started? What do I need? How do I fill some of these nutritional gaps in my diet? Neolife has a product called Pro Vitality, and it is the core nutrition. It kind of is our base nutrition to get started, because it has some of these key nutrients from that Lancet studies that we're not getting enough in our diet: whole grains, fruits and vegetables, omega-3 salmon, and a multivitamin. So I'm going to talk about these 4 individual products. So this is the product, Tran Grain Concentrate, I started taking over 30 years ago. This is what really helped me with my immune system. It helped me with my energy, with cells getting stronger. These are the lipids and sterols from whole grain, less gluten than a bowl of gluten-free cereal, developed over a hospital research study, a study that was done in people that were suffering with chronic fatigue, and helps to promote cellular energy and efficiency. Your cells are unhealthy, you're going to be unhealthy. If your cells are healthy, you're going to be healthy. And how these grain oils work, how the Tran works, is every cell in your body is surrounded by that lipid layer to allow nutrients in and waste out. So if you're not getting these grain oils in your diet, because they mill it out, your cells look like the cell on the left, tired and sluggish. You add Tran to your diet, your cells start working better, nutrients go in, and waste leaves the cell. Very powerful. This is the key nutrient just to get your cells working better, okay? So the next nutrient is your fruits and vegetables. So important for the immune system. The USDA and the Center for Disease Control, they proved that the carotenoid complex from Neolife will boost your immune system 37% in just 20 days. Published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, presented at the New York Academy of Sciences, and it was patented. Okay, so what are these carotenoids? Just one capsule. If you take this every day, it's equivalent to consuming 80 pounds of raw fruits and vegetables at the end of the month. That's a lot of fruits and vegetables. So could you imagine and putting that into your body? What would happen? For me, it really helped with my allergies and my immune system. Okay, so it was patented. And it's all made from tomatoes, carrots, peppers, spinach, apricots, and peaches, okay? All from whole food, and it was proven to boost your immune system, again, 37% in just 20 days. Okay, very powerful antioxidant. So another product that I just, very dear to my heart is the salmon oil and the omega-3, because this is the product that really helped me with my mom, with her arthritis, her aches and pains, her fibromyalgia, and for me, for my joint pain. Okay, so omega-3, salmon oil. The difference is our omega-3 has all 8 omega-3 tested for 200 contaminants with an allowance of 0. A lot of products out there have mercury and lead, and they're even telling pregnant moms not to eat fish. They're even telling children maybe once serving a week. It's kind of scary. And some of the supplements out there even say don't take if you're pregnant, okay? But our salmon oil, again, it's pure, 0 tolerance, and it was proven in clinical trials to reduce inflammation 68% in just 8 weeks. And there's so many benefits of a good quality fish oil: cardiovascular health, inflammation, brain function, behavior, immune health, eye health, vision, flexible joints, mental health. So important. And we're featured in the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. They actually recommended the Neolife salmon oil to pregnant moms as being safe. Okay, this is really, really important because, again, pregnant moms should be taking a good quality, clean fish oil. Okay, and again, reduces inflammation in your body and in your cells. So powerful for headaches. You know, we have so many testimonials, and inflammation is the root cause of many issues, many health challenges. You know, not just aches and pains and arthritis. You can look at autoimmune diseases, even neurological disorders, and, you know, even type 2 diabetes. Okay, so it plays such a big role in just giving your body a better chance. In our multivitamin. So the last ingredient in this pack is called a multivitamin. I like to call this like a Cadillac of multis. Okay, so that kind of is your core nutrition. It's your foundation. But let's talk about our kids. You know, kids today challenge, right? Food choices challenge. You know, I find that a lot of products on the market for children are loaded with chemicals. Okay, and the Vita Squares and the Vita Guard is a chewable version of like the Pro Vitality. The Liquivite is a liquid version of the Pro Vitality. Okay, my kids grow up on these products, and they're 21 and 23. They've never had to be on antibiotics, and because they've grown up on the products, so many benefits with inflammation and recovery. Especially they played sports, basketball, football, a lot of sports injuries where they had amazing recovery. And my oldest son even occurred a brain injury a while ago, just when COVID hit, and they gave us a 4 to 6 month window recovery. And because of the Neolife supplements, he was back in 6 weeks with 100% recovery. So good nutrition plays such a big role in repair, tissue repair, cell repair. And kids today are not getting the proper nutrients that they need, especially with the foods just being processed and milled and their food choices. Kids are picky eaters these days. So it's a big, big challenge. So filling the gaps, and there's no color, no dye, no artificial anything in any of the children's supplements that we have, any of our products. And when you're looking at kids, what do kids eat for breakfast, right? Where's the protein? You know, even adults, a lot of carbohydrates or nothing. So I think it's really, really important that we look at protein for breakfast. Helps with weight management, blood sugar control, energy. It's just a great way to start your day. Okay. It's a perfect breakfast for the whole family. It's a product that I have consumed every day for 30 years. This is my breakfast. I put berries and spinach or berries and kale, frozen raspberries, frozen strawberries, frozen blueberries, whatever berry you like, absolutely delicious. My kids love frozen banana with some peanut butter in the chocolate. Absolutely delicious. Just a great way to start your morning. Okay, there's nothing artificial. It's natural. It's a complete protein, 18 grams of protein, has a little bit of fiber. It does get your blood sugar in that glycemic control zone, so getting your blood sugar regulated. Has all your vitamins and minerals and whole food antioxidants. There's nothing artificial in this product. no high fructose corn syrup, no preservatives, no gluten, no cholesterol, no saturated fats, no hydrogenated fats, 90% lactose free, so very easy to digest, and they use no GMO ingredients. Okay, really, really important. And then for weight management, for those of you that are looking at maybe, shedding a few pounds, or if you have a lot of weight to lose, this is an amazing program for weight loss. You can replace 2 meals or just your breakfast, but there's mini meals and a healthy meal plan that you can follow just to get your blood sugar in that fat burning zone, and you feel great. You don't feel hungry, and overall you burn fat. Okay, you don't lose any lean muscle mass. And even Gabby, 5 years later, she's kept the weight off. And that's really, really important. And even Carlos, I think this is like 15 years ago, and he's kept the weight off. And that's really, really important when you're looking at weight management and a weight loss program. Okay, so when you look at Neolife as a whole, we talked about the Pro Vitality and the protein shakes. Okay, so that is what we call a breakfast pack. But we have other products as well. Like one of my favorites is the Full Motion. The Full Motion for me helped me with my knees and helped my mom with her arthritis in her fingers, arthritis in her toes. She had a lot of challenges, and it just really helped me tremendously and helped her as well. And then there's digestive products, okay, which also help me with my allergies and gut pain. And I'm hoping that I can pick on Pauline. Pauline, can I pick on you tonight? I see you're the only one that doesn't have your video off. Can you share the protein and how that helped with your hair?
Well, thanks for asking me, Nada. Before Neolife, my hair was a state of disaster. It was falling out. There were 2 empty patches on the side of my head here. It was fizzing out. Wasn't looking good at all. Every time I combed it or brushed it, hair would come out on the brush or the comb. And then came Neolife, protein shake. I started taking that, and what a difference it made. No more falling hair. My hair began to look beautiful. The patches that were there, all filled up with hair, now have nice, soft, curly, beautiful hair. Thanks to Neolife, it works.
Awesome. And you also had some breathing issues and asthma as well, right?
Yes, I was diagnosed with asthma last fall, I think it was. And I was given puffers, but it gave me headaches. Then I remember that's when we started taking Neolife products, actually. And I started taking the products. Within 4 to 6 weeks, no more puffers. I was amazing. The doctor was surprised after what I was taking. So I explained to him what I was taking. So it did work for me. The shake and the vitamin A, it worked for me. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. So, the products have impacted so many people's lives. And again, we talked about the core nutrition, the foundation, and even now, they're telling us that we need to strengthen our immune system, and vitamin D and vitamins and zinc and all these nutrients play such a big role in protecting our bodies, especially with what's going on in the world today. And I have to say that our vitamin D is a plant-based vitamin D. It's vegan D. It's a vegan product, and it's made from reindeer lichen and from mushrooms. So a lot of the vitamin Ds out there are made from sheep wool, lamb's wool. Okay, this is a great product just to help with strengthening our immune system. It's something that kids can take. Such a powerful, powerful product. So when you're looking at, how do I get a hold of these products? I just want to share this with you because you can become a member of our wellness club, and it's free to join. Okay, as soon as you become a member of our club, you get 15% off. If you go on auto ship, which is an auto delivery, so that Vitality pack is a month's supply, or that breakfast pack is a month's supply. And when you set that up on auto ship, you get wholesale price, 25% off. Okay. When you go on auto delivery, you also can get all your shipping back. Okay. And when you refer 3 people to one of those health packs, yours is free every single month. We have many customers getting their products free every single month. There's even fitness challenges and weight loss challenges that you can join as well. But this is the breakfast pack. So this is kind of like the foundation or the most popular pack, because you're getting your protein shake every morning for breakfast and your vitality pack every single morning. That's it. Great place to start. Great way to start your morning. And when you refer 3, you get your health pack free. Okay. So again, the breakfast pack is definitely the most popular pack. Okay. The one with the 4 bags of protein, that's when you're doing 2 protein shakes a day for the full weight loss program. Okay. We have an amazing group on Facebook. So if you're curious to learn more about the science, more about product and stories and testimonials, there's over 8,000 members that are already part of this group. And this is where people post their stories and testimonials, where you can dive a little further in and do some more research on the products. So we have to invite you to this group. So once we're Facebook friends, we can invite you to this incredible group. But then there's one more option. And this is what I wanted to share with you very briefly. And I shared with you that I was a police officer and, had a great career. But if you or someone really enjoys helping others, we have a great business opportunity as well. And I discovered this very, very early on, especially after having an impact on my life with my health and my family and my friends. I realized I wanted more out of life, that I wanted to be part of a company and part of a group where we were really helping others and truly making a difference. So if you are that kind of a person and you really wanted to have an impact, there's no greater business. And I have to say that I was able to leave my job and have the time freedom that I really wanted, and to start a family and to work from home and just truly having an impact and making a difference in people's lives. If you're curious about the business and wondering, does this really work and how does it work? Many of our team members and people that we know all over North America, they've interviewed and shared their story. And I'm going to have Joan share her story. And Joan's story is also featured in this Facebook group as well, but you're going to hear from her live tonight. Joan, can you please share your amazing journey with Neolife with us?
Thank you, Nada. When I was introduced to Neolife 26 years ago, I wasn't looking for a business at that time. I was dealing with some health issues. I was working as a registered nurse downtown Toronto, and I had just finished my treatments for breast cancer. And I was looking for something to boost my immune system and my energy level. And that's when I met Mary Ellen, who shared Neolife with me. And I saw a presentation. It made a lot of sense. And I love the fact that the products there was science behind the products, because our practice at the hospital had to be evidence-based. So it was great to have products that were evidence-based as well too. And not only that, they really work, right? So it helped me with my allergies. I used to have really bad seasonal allergies, and that went away over time. And so I started sharing my story with everyone, and before you know it, it just evolved into a business. As I mentioned, I wasn't looking for a business, but I started sharing my story more, since I was getting these small checks at the end of the month. And I remember about, I guess, 30 years ago, I had looked at network marketing, and I really liked the concept of having residual income. And that means having customers that come back to you for the next 30 years. And I do have customers who are with me for 25 years. And also the fact that in order to be successful in this type of business, you have to be helping other people. So it shows that the more people I help, the more successful I become. It means I'm helping more people. So, so I started doing the business, and it grew to a point where I was able to take early retirement 11 years ago. And I'm so grateful today that that has happened. Because of all the stress that it comes with. And in my retirement, it creates a platform and a purpose to me to continue helping people in a different way. I've transitioned from the sickness industry to the wellness industry, and I'm impacting a lot of lives in a more positive way, including mine. And it also provides a community for me as well. During retirement. And another thing that I like about it is that I can leave my business to my kids and my grandkids, and that's such a great legacy to leave behind. And we enjoy a lot of things like free travel. There's free travel the tax savings, and of course the personal development that comes with it. So I am so happy to say that I am a 29-year breast cancer thriver, and I'm helping people to be more proactive with their health, and so that they can live a healthier life. Thank you for asking me to share my story, Nada.
Thank you so much, Joan. Really appreciate your journey, especially from the health, transition to the business, kind of like what happened with me and my mom. And I'm going to have Laura May share her product story, because she has a very powerful story dealing with her children and the stress in her life, and how she was able to just regain amazing lost energy and vitality for her and her family. So Laura May.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Yes, you're right, Nada. I think of children and nutrition, and I think of mine. And when I found Neolife, my situation was very much that I was living a life of stress and anxiety. I was underweight, and my children were quite young at the time, and they were struggling with, my oldest had asthma, and both of them they always seem to have colds and difficulties bouncing back up in the middle of the night. And I was at the skateboard park, and I had actually been talking with some friends before I met Nada at the skateboard park, and just trying to figure out, researching and trying to figure out how I could feel better, because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And Nada was there with her boys, and they were skateboarding, and mine were there. It was the first time. It was so amazing that she was there that day. Changed everything for me, because she knew, she could sense that I was at my wit's end. And she said, Laura May, you don't have to live like this. And I remember thinking inside, I hope she's right. And I remember thinking, is it too good to be true? And she said, I tell you what, I will meet with you and I'll explain more about the products. And, I just haven't looked back. Nada has been in my life, been there for me. I was, struggling being a mom with these littles, and she was there at so many levels. And the Neolife family, so many benefits to being a Neolifer. The products are amazing, but also the family. The Neolife family just always comes through. And 11 years later, I can say that I am vibrant and healthy and getting younger on the inside. And my children are 19 and 16 now, and one's off to university this week. He's about to launch into second year university, and we feel so confident. I think the biggest box I've packed for him is Neolife products. and I know that he's going to be healthy and vibrant, because he has his at least the basic nutrition, let alone all the coaching that Nada and I have done along the way on how he should be eating every day. So there's so many benefits to Neolife. I could be on here all night, but I'll tell you, when it comes to children's nutrition, if you know mums and dads and grandparents, please underline, highlight, and bold the importance of talking with us from Neolife about the nutrition, the importance of nutrition, especially right now. Children need that extra advantage of making sure that they're getting the proper nutrition every day. So we like to say, one of my distributors, Courtney, we like to say that we have Neolife children. And it really does set us apart. So when it comes to health and vitality. So thank you so much, Nada, for having me on tonight, and hello to my team.
Yes, thank you so much, Laura May. And I know you're making an impact in other people's lives, and building a great part-time business, and as you're sharing and caring. So thank you so much for that. So, we talked a little bit about the products, a little bit about the business, and I just wanted to say that, for those of you that are just looking at using the products, give them a try. Start either with the Vitality Pack or that breakfast pack. And when you're ready to share, we can help you get your products free. If you're thinking about, can I do this part-time? Is there an income opportunity? Can I do this? Just try. And we are here, we work together as a team. You don't do this by yourself. The support is absolutely incredible. And if you're not quite ready and you'd just like to check us out a little bit more and do some more research, because I was really skeptical in the beginning as well. And I researched the company, I researched the products, and you know, the more information you find, I know eventually you'll be so happy to take a more serious look at this incredible company. So thank you so much for joining us. I will stop the share and stop the recording and open it up to questions and answers for those of you that have some questions. So thank you so much.